So hello everyone. In this session we are going to create a three-dimensional machine part in the SolidWorks software using the dimensions given in the two-dimensional views. So correspondingly we are going to create the three-dimensional view of this image right now. You can see here that the orthographic projectional views of the given diagram is as follows. The orthographic projection is in the first angle projection, where we can see the front view of the object, the top view of the object, and the correspondingly side view of the object. So in order to have a clear picture of the dimensions and the views of the image, kindly pause the video here and have a look over the dimensions and the views on this. So after this we will start creating the image in SolidWorks software. So guys, let us now start creating the machine part in the SolidWorks software. So in order to create the machine part using SolidWorks software, we need to enter the section called as solid part in the create tab of the SolidWorks software. So after entering the tab, we obtain this screen, this default screen. So here we have three sections, such as three planes, basically the front plane, the right plane, and the top plane. So we can start using any of the plane to create our diagram. So let us start with the front plane. In order to initiate the process, we need to have a create a sketch option and select the corresponding plane for it. So I have chosen the front plane and we will start now. So basically the front view of the diagram, as you can see here, should be drawn in this field. So the horizontal distance is 100 mm, 0 degrees, and the vertical distance, a small vertical distance of 10 mm is present, 10 mm, and this is 100 mm and this is 10 mm. Let us come. So in order to have the basic have a clear representation of our object, let us coincident our object with the given origin axis. So we will get a clear image of our object. And as you can see that in the front view of the object, we have the total height of 50 mm, because the total height of the given object is 60, and after subtracting the 10 from down, we get the 50 as above object. So from the middle point, we create a reference line at 50 mm point, and the width of the upper square base, as you can see here, is 20 mm. So it results in 10 mm from on both sides of the center line, 10 mm on this side and 10 mm on this side. So this completes. So let us join this line. So the remaining square rectangular part present here is of the ribbed part that can be drawn later. And now we need to go option return option. So this shows the our two-dimensional 2D line of our object. So in order to solidify this object, we need to use the command called protrude command, and protrude command is basically a command that fills our 2D field and gives and results in the 3D field. So in order to use this protrude command, we need to have a closed object contour. So this is the closed contour, and after selecting the contour, we can click enter button, or we can choose the right mark in this section. So as you can see here, it asks for the filling of the solid part on either of the sides. So in order to maintain the symmetrical portion on our diagram, we can use the command called symmetric option. So let us not use this command now. We can use it later for better understanding. So the width of the given diagram is 60 mm. 60 on this side. Let us take it. And now the base part of our diagram is slowly getting picturized. And so to complete the triangular part of the upper bond, we again use the protrusion command and complete this section of after selecting this command, let us click on enter right button, and we need to give the distance, the width of the upper triangle is 20 mm. Let us give it 20. So this is our triangular part of the portion. So now let us create the rib portion. In order to create this rib portion, we have multiple ways. So let us go with the basic way. The basic way is to have a triangular portion at the center of this portion and protrude it along both sides. So let us do it, and now go for create a sketch on this section. On this section, the height of the triangular rib is 40 mm from this base, and it extends along till the end of the portion, end of the our machine part. So let us return. So after returning it will result into a two-dimensional triangular line at the middle portion, at the exact middle portion of our diagram. So in order to protrude it along protrusion, and select the closed contour and click on write or enter option. So as you can know, it asks for filling the three-dimensional object. So but we can, as you can see in our object, the filled rib is exactly at the center of the portion. So in order to have this at the center of the portion, and that is basically we need to fill the triangular rib along the both sides of the center line. So in order to have this, we use the command called protrusion symmetrically protrude. Symmetrically protrude, as you can see here, it extends along both sides, and the total width of our rib is 20 mm. Yeah, we got it. We got the rib at the center of this command. So now we need to have the holes on this and this surfaces. So let us go for in order to have the hole, let us go for cutout option. We need to have the cutout on this command, this section of the our part. So and as you can see on the top view, the circular hole is present 15 mm away from the baseline and at along the middle portion of this section. So let us draw a line from the base to the 15 mm and have a line here. And now we put a circle at the exact middle point of this line. The circular diameter is mentioned as 10 mm. So let us remove these unwanted lines. So a similar hole is present on the other side of the section. So in order to have this, we can easily use the mirror option along this axis. So the circular hole got mirrored. Now return option. Now let us go for return. So this completes basically the circular part of the object. In order to have the hole, we need to use the cursor command to complete the hole. It asks for the depth, but we need a thorough hole. So we click on this side of the hole and click on finish. So we got the hole. So basically our diagrams are getting completed, and now the remaining part is such as fillet. The fillet can be done using the command called round in this section. Now we need to specify the fillet radius, such as if any fillet radius is not mentioned, we can go for 3 mm fillet. On this side also the 3 mm fillet, and preview. Now finish. So I think our object have got completed. So in order to have the better view of our object in various different views, we can go and command at this section. This is the isometric view of our object, or we can use these commands, or we can also use the shortcuts such as Control T for the top view, as you can see here, and Control F for the front view of the object, and Control R for the right side view of the object, and Control L for the left side view of the object. We can verify the two-dimensional views, theoretical views which we have drawn with the three-dimensional part that is resulted in this software. As you can see, the front view of our two-dimensional view matches with the front view of the object, and also the top view matches. So similarly, the right side view of our object matches with the two-dimensional view. Now, so as you have seen till now, this is one way of creating the model. That is, this is one of the way of starting the model and resulting into the final object. So let us now come up with the same object using different way. So let us go for new option, the part section. So the last time I had chosen the option, I had chosen the view, the front view, and started drawing the creating the machine part. So this time let us start with the right side view of the or side view of the profile plane. So creates so we initially we need to have create we need to use the option create a sketch and select the plane the desired plane which we have to start off, the section plane. And now as we have chosen the side section of the plane, we need to have draw the side plane the side view of our object. So let us for better representation we can start from the origin part. So our the height of our object is initially we start from 10 mm, and at the 10 mm we have the width of 60 mm. We basically complete the below part. So let us complete this part. Let us complete this part fully to the three-dimensional view. Now click on the return option. We have got this image. So in order to have the 3D image of this, we use the protrusion command and protrude this object, this closed contour, and click on enter button, or we can use this green option, right mark option. Now as you can see here, it is showing on either on only one side of the object. In order to extend on both the sides symmetrically, we use the command called protrude symmetric extend, and as you can see here, symmetric extend. So our basic the width, the total width of our object is 100 mm. So this is the foundation of our object. Now let us have the upper triangular portion of our object. So in order to have that, we need to have a triangular 2D lines along on this portion. So by using the shift button and the right click of the mouse, we can rotate the object. Now create and select the create sketch option and select this face of our object. Now have a 2D sketch of our triangular contour. In order to have the triangular contour, we have seen that the total height of our object is 60 mm. As 10 mm is already utilized, we have 50 mm left. 50 mm. And now the width of our triangular, the width you can see here is 20 mm on all the sides. So 20 mm from the center, it means 10 mm on both the sides. 10 mm on this side, further 10 mm on this side, and let us complete this triangular contour. Now we go for the three-dimensional view. So at any time during the drawing, if you want to have the ISO look, you can go here and click on the ISO option. Now let us protrude this triangular plan. I think this center line is unwanted. So if you have done any mistake or any extra work during the profile, during the working on profile, so if you need to edit any profile, so we need to go for the default section and click on the corresponding sketch which you want to edit. Now I want to edit the sketch 2, as the line as the middle line is unwanted here. Now click on the sketch 2, edit profile, and delete this line and return for the default menu. Now using the protrude command, we protrude this object. As you can see, this is not a closed object. Even though if you click on the right mark object, okay, it comes. So we delete this line. So also we need to have, in order to have the closed contour, we extend this line till this line, so that our triangular contour is closed. Now return option, Now we can protrude the triangular contour to the specified width right now. The specified width is of 20 mm. 20 mm. So this completes the triangular 3D filling of the triangular contour. Now let us go for creating the rib section. So in the previous session we have created the rib using the protrude command. So in this now we can use the shortcut way to create the rib using the options provided in this software. So here you can see that there are options like a rib which facilitates like creates a rib feature on the part. Now let us click on that, and it asks for the which plane do you want the rib. Also you need to focus on the option here, such as that is the parallel plane. So you need to go for coincident plane, because we need to have the rib at the center portion of our object, that also corresponds with the right section plane of our of the field. So we need to select the coincident plane and click on the right section of the plane. It takes to the two-dimensional section. We need to have the outer contour of our rib portion. The outer contour of the rib portion basically consists of the height of the rib is 40 mm, and it extends along at the end of the base, and the closed contour is completed. Then now return. This is now it suggests the direction for completing the rib. The rib can be completed along only this direction. So we need to give the thickness. The thickness of our rib, as you can see here, is 20 mm. So after specifying 20 mm and at along this direction, our rib gets completed. This feature seems very useful in having ribs of various dimensions in further upcoming many other part drawings. That seems to be a very useful feature. So after completing the rib section, finishing the section, we need to have the holes. So now let us have the holes as we have done in the earlier part. Now get on the cutout option and click on the section where you can have the cutout using the as you can see, the circular holes is situated 15 mm above the base. Now let us have a 15 mm reference line, and we have draw a vertical line in order to specify the center of the circle. And so at the middle point of this line we have the center of the circle, and the circular diameter is 10 mm. So using mirror command we can create another circle on the other side of the section using this, and along this portion. On this portion. Now let us delete the unwanted lines. Now let us return, and you can see the holes are appeared on our desired place. And now let us drag using cursor to give the definite hole depth. If any hole depth is specified, we can give the as a distance as an input for the hole depth, or otherwise you can simply drag using the mouse cursor to have the through hole. So this is the through hole we obtained here. So this completes most of our image. The minute portion left is the fillet options. Let us go for ISO. Okay. The fillet option, using the round option, we can fillet this line, and unless specified it is 3 mm, right? And along this sides also 3 mm. And we can use the enter command, or you can also use the green option. But rather I would prefer all of you guys to use shortcut methods, as it saves lot of time during drawing of many objects. So I think this completes our object drawing. You can verify the image being displayed here along with the part which is just created here. So thank you.